Hi YouTube, it's Pisces Keys, and today in this video I'll be talking about derivatives of inverse trig functions. So I think in this video I'll only be able to get to just one, which is differentiating tangent inverse of x. Now, it's a fact that the derivative of tangent inverse of x is 1 over 1 plus x squared. So the thing is, how can we get to that answer, and how are we able to prove that? So what we're going to do is we're going to write down the function that we're given, which is y equals tangent inverse of x. And we're going to take tangent of both sides because what we want to do is solve for x. So we have tangent of y is equal to tangent of tangent inverse of x. Now when you're taking tangent of tangent inverse or tangent inverse of tangent, it's sort of like a null and void thing, sort of like adding 3 then subtracting 3. It doesn't matter, it just cancels each other out. So what we have is tangent of y equals to x. So we solve for x. And what we're going to do is we're going to have to recall some things that we may have learned in calculus earlier, or something that we may have learned in trigonometry. And one of those things is this, which is dx by dx is equal to dx by dy times dy by dx. So we're going to write that down right here. Dx by dx is equal to dx by dy times dy by dx. So, of course, dx by dx is going to equal to 1. But what we don't know is dx by dy. But we do know x. So basically all we have to do is take the derivative of x with respect to y. X is equal to tangent of y, which we found earlier. And the derivative of tangent of y, this should be y. The derivative of tangent of y with respect to y is secant squared of y. If you don't know how I got that, that's actually something that you probably should have learned earlier in calculus. That tangent of x prime is equal to secant squared x. In this case, we're doing tangent of y prime, which is secant squared y. So right here we can just put secant squared y times dy by dx. Now what we're going to do is recall for a second what we're looking for. We're looking for the derivative of y, which is tangent inverse of x, with respect to x, which means we're solving for this derivative of y with respect to x. So what we're going to do is divide both sides by secant squared y. And this cancels out. So we're left with the fact that dy by dx is equal to 1 over secant squared y. Now, we have what we're looking for. We are looking for the derivative of y with respect to x, which is equal to 1 over secant squared y. But the thing is that our answer is written in terms of y. We want our answer written in terms of x, because we're differentiating with respect to x when we're taking the derivative of y. So if you recall from your trig identities, what secant squared y is equal to, you'll know that it's equal to 1 plus tangent squared of y. What we're going to do is, instead of writing it this way, we're going to write it this way. Because what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you how I get what I put down next. So 1 plus x squared. So we know that tangent of y is equal to x. We found that earlier. So tangent y x, tangent y squared, x squared. And this is how you get your answer. So our conclusion is that the derivative of tangent inverse of x is equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared. So what we're going to do right now, I'm actually going to give an example. So say for instance they want you to find out what y prime is if y is equal to tangent inverse of 2x. Now what you would do is you would take the derivative of the whole function times the derivative of the function inside. So that would be 1 over 1 plus x squared. Well, in this case, we don't have an x inside of these parentheses. We have 2x. So we're going to put 2x squared. And that'll be multiplied times the derivative of the inside. Remember, because we have to use our chain rule. So times d over dx of 2x. So that should be equal to 1 over 1 plus 4x squared times 2, because the derivative of 2x is 2. So this is equal to 2 over 1 plus 4x squared. And that's how you find the derivative of a trig function. If you need a better explanation, just suggest it to me so that I can just make a new video, whatever, explain it better. So this is a learning experience for me as well. So talk to you guys later.